YouTube family. In the famous words of the late Bernie Mac, you don't understand. I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. So when I come to you and I say The Division is truly a great game, it's not because I just want to get some extra views, some extra subscribers out of you. It's not because I'm trying to get some extra likes from you. It's because in my heart I feel like this game really hit it on the nail. And what makes it that much sweeter, what makes it that much more refreshing, is that I feel like this game stayed true to what the core values of the game was supposed to be. Since the game's conception, in the brainstorming room or whatever the Tom Clancy team of developers does when they make these video games, I feel like it really stayed true to that, which is you getting on here with your friends and just rolling through. You have the most fun when you're on here with your friends. Now, don't get me wrong. I've had a couple of times where I've jumped on here and I've played a little bit solo. It's much, much harder. But you can still have you some fun as well. But you get the maximum. What's the? I guess replay factor or the. You just get the maximum fun out of the game when you're rolling with your friends. And this was probably the best session that I've had thus far in this particular game. We pretty much were in the dark zone the whole night. We spent I guess maybe 20 minutes or so leveling up one of my friends because we were out of his bracket. So we just leveled him up once, and then we jumped in here. We were being honorary citizens for a moment, and then we just decided that we were gonna go rogue and take some people out. I was rogue at this moment right here, and man, these guys thought that they were just going to run up on me. I was not having it. One down, and this guy was able to kind of escape because I didn't get him with my flashbang. I didn't get him with my flashbang Simtex. I was able to get that dude with my wraps, but nonetheless, they ended up surviving this encounter. But this was probably the most action-packed session. It's probably about a 20 to 25 minute session. Well, the gaming session lasts a few hours, but this is probably a 20 to 25 minute interval of the game where it was just a ton of action going on, just a ton of fun. Just me and my group. We actually got split up here. I'm not sure exactly what happened. I think one of us tried to go rogue, or one of us, something happened, and I went and I was chasing this guy down, and as you could see, you saw me running for that guy that whole time. I think there was either a couple of minutes more prior to when I actually was able to capture everything, that I was also still chasing that guy. And we just kind of got split up, which is kind of the main reason why I eventually just stopped heading in that guy's direction. I stopped following him because I was like, I'm getting too far away from my group. And being with my two group members, Obi Venom and the Show 815, the same guys you see me play with on Call of Duty as well, we were pretty much running this lobby, I'd have to say. Nobody was messing with us. We had killed a couple of groups already that y'all are going to be able to see on here, and we were pretty much running everything until we all kind of just decided to disperse. And it was fun. It really was. It was a lot of action. There's a really cool moment. I think close to actually it's the very last thing that you're going to see in the video. So I was pretty much just saying, man, we have been a kind of a superpower, a stronghold in this particular lobby. So you know what? Let me stop bullshitting around and get back to my crew. And that's what I'm trying to do here. I think I eventually die by some means by one of these regular computer people, and that's what kind of sucks. I brought it up in another video, but you know what? I think that video probably ended up not making the cut as far as my upload. Sometimes I upload, like I make videos just in case I need to like upload something, just to kind of keep activity going. I really don't like to just be completely inactive. So sometimes I'll just make random videos, and I'll say some interesting things in those videos that I would really like for y'all to hear. But sometimes they don't make it in. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say this again, just in case it wasn't in one of the videos that I've recently uploaded. I feel like this game, um, when I realized I was running around and the different ways that I was getting kills and the shooting mechanics and the switching of weapons and the way the damage was allocated and just everything about this game mechanic wise, I realized that if Grand Theft Auto would have had similar mechanics to this, to have more of a skill factor to their multiplayer online experience, I may still be playing Grand Theft Auto. I feel like Grand Theft Auto would have been that much more fun. I feel like Grand Theft Auto was really lacking a competitive experience. Uh, I didn't feel like there was really any skill required in Grand Theft Auto, and that's why it was so tough. And you know what? At the end of the day, that may not be what that game is meant to be. Just like this game. This game is meant to be a game that you play with your friends. Now, sure, you can play without your friends, and you'll still have a good time. You'll still have some fun. But at the end of the day, you get the most out of it when you're playing with your friends. Now, maybe Grand Theft Auto isn't supposed to be skill based, and I get that. But just me as a player, I feel like whenever you got different people shooting at each other, um, it's it's cool to have some degree of a skill hierarchy. Not just grind and grind and grind and grind and play all day so that you can unlock all this different stuff that just automatically makes you superior to the rest of the lobby. I don't like that. And it really bothered me that you were able to just kind of instantly snap onto your opponent. What that does for the game is that makes it where if you just have a stronger weapon, you're pretty much automatically going to win that encounter because both of y'all are just going to instantly snap onto each other. And I just didn't like that. And when they added the first person view to it, I thought it was going to take on more of a skillful like environment, more of a skillful strategy or whatever, but it didn't. You still locked on, and I just think that kind of defeats the purpose of going into first person in general, as far as being able to shoot. But I mean, I understand that. I mean, it still looks cool to be able to look at the world through that first person view, but when they started talking about adding that first person feature to the game, I thought that was going to change the way you interacted as far as shooting and the gameplay mechanics itself, not necessarily just a different view of the game. But it is what it is. Just kind of comparing this game to a few others to where I feel like this game kind of did some things right, and really lived up to expectations, because I feel like this game pretty much just told you what was going to happen, and they did exactly what they said they were going to do. Which, even if that was not very much, even if that wasn't a whole lot of information, that's fine. And that's where I ultimately feel like Destiny failed. Destiny just promised this immersive story experience, and we didn't get it. A little bit of actual gameplay narration here. I don't remember why we decided to just take these guys out, but one of our guys had to extract, and we just said, as soon as you get your stuff extracted, we will kill these gentlemen. So we just killed them, and then, sir, please, please, no. I don't know why. I could have killed that guy like seconds earlier, but I just wanted to aim down sight and shoot him in the head. But man, this game for me was the most anticipated game on the PlayStation 4. And I'm finding myself truly enjoying and truly being engaged and truly being excited to get on and play this game every night. And that's good because this was the game that I wanted to play more than any other game. Destiny for a moment was also right there with this game, um, because of everything that they promoted, and they didn't deliver on their promotions, and that's fine. You know what? I feel like if you don't want to give us a whole bunch of information, and you just kind of want to let us play the game and just give us the information that you want us to have and be sure on, that's great because I feel like that's what this game did. You know, this game didn't overload us with a bunch of shit and try to really bait us into these pre-orders. They just said, "Hey, this is the game. This is what you're pretty much gonna get. Um, Everything else you just gonna have to figure out. Buy the game." You know, we dropping this old school. You know, like they used to do back in the day. You didn't get a whole bunch of trailers, a whole bunch of all that extra shit back in the day. They just dropped the game. If you like it, you bought it, and if you didn't, man, that was unfortunate. You have it now. You know, and now all of a sudden, it's different. This was cool here. I think this is probably the best moment of the entire session. Um, we got lured into a trap here. We're chasing this guy. My friends are throwing grenades. Right here, my friend Ryan sees, oh my god, there's two guys hiding behind there. This is a trap. As soon as he calls that out, I throw my Simtex flashbang, and out comes the turret flamethrower, which is killer. Now we kill these two guys. I'm not sure if the baiter escaped or if one of the trappers escaped, but we were not having that. So we tracked this guy down and we put him down as well. But man, is there anything else I want to cover in this video? I mean, all in all, it's just a great game. It really is. It's a fun game. It's an exciting game. I truly get excited about playing this game every day, especially when I know that I'm gonna be able to jump on here with my friends and have a lot of fun. Um, and this was pretty much the funnest experience I've had thus far, and I'm glad I get to share it with you. That's what I love about the PS4. Now when I have these great moments, I can share them with other people. I wish that there would have been this type of technology, back in the early 2000s, late 90s. But I have something really, really cool planned for this particular game, something that I can really truly engage with and kind of merge my love for writing and storytelling along with my gameplays. So be looking out for that, and the original Grown Bee will see y'all later.